He used a simple parable to explain his point. It is called the parable of the broken window. Imagine a shopkeeper. His careless son throws a ball and breaks a window pane. A crowd gathers. They look at the shattered glass. And then, someone in the crowd offers a bit of consolation. They say, "Well, it's a shame, but everybody has to live." What would become of the glaziers if panes of glass were never broken? The crowd nods. They realize that the broken window will cost 6 francs to repair. That means the glazier will get 6 francs. The glazier will then spend those 6 francs on bread or shoes, stimulating the economy. So, the crowd concludes that the broken window is actually a good thing. It created economic activity. But Bastiat screams, "Stop! You are only looking at that which is seen. What is seen is the glazier getting 6 francs. What is not seen is what the shopkeeper would have done with those 6 francs if he didn't have to fix the window. He might have bought a new pair of shoes, or a book, or invested it in his business. Because the window was broken, the shopkeeper has a window, but no shoes. If the window had not been broken, he would have had a window and shoes. The broken window did not create wealth. It destroyed wealth. It forced the shopkeeper to spend money to get back to zero, instead of spending money to move forward. This is the concept of opportunity cost. And it is the single most important mental model for building wealth. Opportunity cost is the value of the next best alternative that you give up when you make a choice. Every single decision you make has a price tag. But usually, that price tag is invisible. When you buy a $50,000 car, you see the car. You see the leather seats. You see the badge on the hood. That is what is seen. What is not seen is the $300,000 that $50,000 would have grown into if you had invested it in the S&P 500 for 20 years. What is not seen is the rental property you could have bought with the down payment. What is not seen is the 2 years of freedom you could have bought if you wanted to quit your job. The car didn't cost $50,000. It cost you your freedom. The problem is that the human brain is not wired to see the invisible. We are wired to react to what is right in front of us. We see the immediate benefit. We do not see the long-term cost. This is why people keep cash in a savings account earning 0.1% interest. They think they are being safe. They look at the account and the number doesn't go down. They think, "I haven't lost any money." But they are ignoring opportunity cost. If inflation is 3% and the stock market returns 8%, keeping cash is costing them huge amounts of wealth every single year. The safety is an illusion. The cost is invisible, but it is real. To become wealthy, you have to train your brain to see the invisible. You have to train yourself to calculate the opportunity cost of every dollar and every hour. Let's look at the opportunity cost of your career. Imagine you are working a job that pays $60,000 a year. You are comfortable. The work is easy. You stay there for 5 years because it feels safe. But you have the potential to earn $100,000 a year if you switched industries or learned a new skill. By staying in the safe job, you aren't just making $60,000. You are paying $40,000 a year for the privilege of being comfortable. Over 5 years, that is $200,000 of lost income. That is the opportunity cost of comfort. If you had to write a check for $40,000 every year to your boss just to keep your easy job, would you do it? Of course not. You would quit immediately. But because the cost is invisible, because it is money you didn't make rather than money you lost, you stay. This applies to your time as well. We often say, "I'm going to do this myself to save money." You spend 4 hours on a Saturday fixing your lawnmower to save $50 on a repair bill. You feel smart. You beat the system. But what is your opportunity cost? If you could have used those 4 hours to freelance, or consult, or build a side business where you earn $50 an hour, you actually lost money. You spent $200 of your time to save $50 of cash. You are trading a diamond for a pebble. The wealthy understand that time is the scarcest resource. You can always make more money. You can never make more time. Therefore, the opportunity cost of wasting time is infinite. This is why wealthy people pay for convenience. They pay for house cleaners. They pay for direct flights. They pay for movers. They aren't being lazy. They are buying back their time because they know they can deploy that time into high leverage activities that earn far more than the cost of the service. So, how do we apply this to our daily lives? How do we stop breaking windows and start building wealth? Here is the 3-step protocol to master opportunity cost. Step 1. The rule of 10. Whenever you are about to make a large purchase, multiply the price by 10. If you want to buy a new phone for $1,000, don't think of it as $1,000. Think of it as $10,000. Why? Because if you invested that $1,000 in the market, it would roughly double every 7 years. In 20-something years, it would be $10,000. Is this phone worth $10,000 of your future retirement? Sometimes the answer is yes, but usually the answer is no. This forces you to see the future value of your money, not just the present value. Step 2. Audit your free time. Stop treating your weekends as free. They are not free. They are expensive. Assign an hourly rate to your life. Even if you are on a salary, calculate what your time is worth. Let's say it's $50 an hour. If you spend 3 hours scrolling on TikTok, that just cost you $150 in opportunity cost. If you spend 2 hours waiting in line for a free burger, you just paid $100 for a burger. When you put a price tag on your leisure, you stop wasting it on low-quality distractions. You start investing it in high-quality rest, or learning, or relationships. Step 3. The no default. Every time you say yes to something, you are saying no to everything else. If you say yes to a coffee meeting with a person you don't like, you are saying no to an hour at the gym. You are saying no to an hour working on your business. Warren Buffett said, "The difference between successful people and really successful people is that really successful people say no to almost everything. They understand that their focus is their most valuable asset. They guard it aggressively." Before you agree to a commitment, ask yourself, what am I sacrificing to do this? If the opportunity cost is higher than the value of the event, the answer is no. The concept of opportunity cost is terrifying because it reveals that nothing is free. Every choice has a consequence. Every inaction has a price. Staying in the same place costs you the progress you could have made. Not investing costs you the compound interest you could have earned. Not learning costs you the skills you could have mastered. But once you accept this, it is also liberating. It gives you a framework to make decisions without regret. You stop wondering, what if? Because you have already done the math. You know exactly why you chose path A over path B. You stop being the shopkeeper staring at the broken window, grateful for the scraps. You become the architect of your own fortune, constantly moving your resources to their highest and best use. Don't let the invisible costs drain your life. Make them visible. Count the cost. And then choose the path that leads to freedom.